Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope you all are enjoying the start of a beautiful holiday season. So here I am in my living room. I do get quite a few requests of people asking to see my decor, especially during the Christmas holiday. But just know these are baby steps here. So I will have mantle garland and all that happening. But we usually wait until after Thanksgiving. That's what our tradition here, which has always been a live tree, with the exception of one year where we had a bad experience with a super heavy, super difficult to store artificial tree a few years back, and we said we would never do it again. But then this year came along and a wonderful opportunity came from Balsam Hill, who is the sponsor of this video today, and I'm going to show you a beautiful lifelike option that made it an easy switch for me and my family, and we're so happy we did it. They come in different heights, texture, sizes, different types of realism, different types of lights. We sat down with the boys and carefully, went through all of their stock and all of their options. And we wanted something the whole family would enjoy. We wanted something that was very realistic because, as I said, they have the options. And we wanted something that had, see how there's like the sparse branching, that real look, not that perfect full triangular look. And what really sold us and impressed us was the inner bark on this particular tree. This is the 7-foot Nordmann fir. Look at the trunk. Usually the giveaway, look at it, on an artificial tree is that you see like a green metal pole. This particular tree does not have that. It has lifelike bark. So for me, that was the ultimate selling point. I actually sat down with the boys and I talked to them about this because, getting the tree is also an experience. So we decided that it would be fun to just go. There's several farms around here to go on like a Christmassy hayride and do the cocoa and look at the trains and do the things that we normally do. And then have this beautiful tree that we can put out year after year after year. Now, what the boys really loved about this one, it has LED lights and it comes with these remote controls so you can turn them on and off, but there's options. So there's color, there's clear, and there's clear plus color, and you can also adjust the intensity of the brightness with this. So the kids are like flipping because they get to come over and do the remote. So there's color, as I said. And I'll show you some shots in the evening too. And then there's the clear, which you just saw, but then there's color and clear, which I kind of think is really nice too. All the lights on together. And it's not as though one strand goes out and it's color and clear strands on here. They actually switch. So you can see that color turned to clear. You guys know me, and I am always, very, very thoughtful in people that I work together with. And, Balsam Hill stands behind their products. They have amazing warranty. This tree will be nothing like that one tree we tried a few years ago. And I'm going to show you how easy it was for me alone to put it together. So that way, when the kids came home from school, we got to decorating right away, and it was easy as could be. This tree is not one big tree that you have to figure out how you're going to haul. It's 3 separate pieces. So you have a base and a middle and a top, and then the trunk just clicks into place. It is super easy. Let me show you a bit of my ornaments. So I have I call it our memory tree. It's all a mix of ornaments. We really don't ever do any kind of a theme. Maybe some years I might add in little pine cones or different poinsettia picks or something like that. But I never really stray from the basics that are near and dear to my heart. I want when people come to our home to look at our tree and it to tell a story about who I am, who we are, who my family is. So immediately you can see I'm a gardener and I like bees. And this is a gingerbread man that says Mom and Dad, and it's next to the Eiffel Tower because that's where we had our honeymoon. And then we have treasures that are the boys. you know, the night you were born ornament that my son looks forward to seeing every year. This little gingerbread house that they love to see lit up. And then, you know, these are sweet little mice. These are from Balsam Hill as well. And these are their woodland mice. They are adorable. I thought they were little friends there, so I put them together. And there's a couple other ones too. This little cutie with the binoculars. So, so cute. So let me show you the candles a little bit more up close too. So these candles are great because they're wireless. They clip on. So again, you don't have all that extra bulk of seeing all the wires strewn throughout. And they each contain a battery that is sent with your order. And they've got the color change. They've got warm white. They've got cool white. And then there's also a flicker function. So they flicker like they are a little candle burning. Let me do that because that's my favorite. That is my favorite. So if you just press and hold the warm white setting on the remote, it'll start to flicker. And it'll do the same for the cool white if that's the color you like as well. But one of the things I thought was really cool, like let's say I clipped this candle on and it was crooked, and you know how frustrating that can be. Let's say it was like that. Well, there's a swivel, a little joint there that you can just angle your candle back upright again. I'm really trying to simplify because things with the live tree, with the joy that the live tree gave me, there were so many not joy things that it just did not make sense to me. The cleanup, you know, I had to laugh. Look, there are still pine needles on my hearth from last year's live tree that I missed because I am not as good of a house cleaner as I am a gardener. So there's little reminders and remnants, and you know when you take all the lights down, the needles drop and you're dragging it through the house and the sap, and I can't deal with it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I've been there. I've done that. The boys aren't sad about it. Truly, the only thing that we would miss at this point is the scent. And you know they sell those, there's like wax sticks you can hang inside your tree. So I'm going to pick some of those up. We're actually going to Smithville, New Jersey. If you guys have ever been to Smithville around the holidays, it's beautiful. And they sell that sort of thing there. So I'm going to get some little wax sticks that smell like pine, and you get some pine candles and burn those, and you won't even tell the difference. So no need to water. That's another thing. No need to remember to water. No fire hazard, no mess, no waste of money, no tossing a tree when you're a tree hugger. So I'm happy. We're all happy, and it is just awesome. And I'll just do a little quick review of the ornaments here. And again, I'll show it to you at night when it's really sparkly and pretty, and show you, kind of cycle through the different colors to show you. But after I'm done talking here, if you've made it this far and you're interested in this tree, I will show you how easy it is to put together, because I take it out of the box and I show you how I put it together. And also, one last disclaimer, I'm not getting paid for this. This is not an affiliate thing. So if you do click on any of the links I have below, those are purely, you know, so they can track and see, gauge interest. But I do not get any commission or anything like that. Look at this. Want to see my favorite ornament? I know I've showed you guys this before. So this says 1977. That's the year I was born. So now, I said I was in my 40s, so now it's a dead giveaway. But I remember at my mom and dad's, I would stand there and spin this around on their tree, and now I get to enjoy it on our tree. And I just love it so much. Snowmen and gingerbread men are my favorite. Heavily on the snowmen. I like to hang little strawberries and lemons and fruits. I have some nuts hanging up here because, just like our family tree, there's some nuts in our Christmas tree too. It comes with this really nice storage bag with padded handles, you know, exactly what you would want and expect. Now, if I wasn't filming this, would I look at the directions? Probably not. Probably not. But I'm going to do things the correct way from the get-go. Quick setup guide for your Balsam Hill Easy Plug Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, it's so realistic looking. I'm so happy because, you know, it's chancy. Buying something like this online is, you get a little nervous sometimes. I wanted this tree because it had this really cool lifelike bark. So I was looking at all the different options, and this one, look at that. It looks like bark on the interior. Sometimes your faux trees do not have a very realistic looking trunk. So this looked very trunk-like to me. I love, love, love the way the needles look on this. Like I said, you can pick the realism. You can even get a sample box, the different textures and styles of the trees. Super helpful so that you can see what you're getting and feel it and look at it, the coloring and everything before you get it. There's a hinged mechanism you can see. I'm not going to unfold it too much, but these branches just drop down and unfold like that, which is so nice. I'm going to reuse this for any type of Christmas gifts that I send out to family. A lot of times Mark ships things out, and I'm going to give him this, and we're going to reuse this plastic 100%. That is after I pop some of the little bubbles myself. And I'm interested what that other bag is. Just cut this away and make sure that I don't cut branches or wires, because knowing me and my luck, I would. And I think this is the stand in this separate little canvas bag here. Let me get this out of the way. And you know what? If you guys sheet mulch in your garden, I did for the first time this year, you can save this very large box and use it for your sheet mulching. Instructions. Do you know what I really wanted to do? I wanted to play Christmas music in the background and get really holly jolly in here, but I would get flagged for copyright infringement from YouTube, so I'm not going to do that. I do have a mic on, so give me a thumbs up down below if you appreciate the fact that my audio sounds better in this video than they usually do. Okay. The dog's afraid of the box. Any repair or replacement of defects in those parts are fully covered by the warranty within the specified time frame. Repair or replacement of lights are covered by the Balsam Hill light warranty. And you can view the warranty at the link that they provide here. We're happy to help with any returns or exchanges, and we'll provide hassle-free prepaid label with standard return label fees. Yes. They take great care in their craftsmanship. Absolutely. And I know this to be true because years ago, I got a garland from Balsam Hill, and there was a faulty light. They shipped me out a replacement like the next day. Align the keyholes in the stand and the flange and start screwing the stand key into the holes of both components, making sure to keep the stand hole clear so that the tree pole is not obstructed when inserted. Okay, so we've got these little screws. It's standard. You see these even on regular live tree stands, and there's holes here, so I'm going to go ahead and start to screw them in, but you just want to get it started, and you don't want to make it go all the way through, because if it pokes through the center hole, obviously your tree trunk will not fit in there then. So I'm just going to stop at a point where it's secure but not cutting into the center part there. I'm trying to keep like all of my thoughts that I wanted to mention to you. I should have like a little list of notes. That would make things a little bit more cohesive. Right here by the fireplace, having a live tree, we can never have a fire. Number one, we're afraid to have a fire. It is so close. There is no other spot in this living room where we could even have the tree if we wanted to. What's up, little buddy? We could not have the tree anywhere else. We used to have it centered on the front window, but that was before we had this little settee, little sofa situation going on, and we just had a couple of chairs there. So, the family grows. We need more seating. We're entertaining more furniture comes in. And then with the odd layout of our living room, we were really restricted in where we could put the tree. So it was on either side of the fireplace was really the only spot for it. We've not had a fire. We've not had a fire during Christmas tree setup time ever because we can't. We're too afraid to do it. And now I feel like we could have a fire and not have that fear. Also, it would dry it out to smithereens. I mean, we would have it dropping needles. Aside from the fire hazard, we would have it dropping needles, making a mess, drying out, and not lasting us through the season. I'm just going to untie it. Woo! Merry Christmas. All right, hold on. Center pole, bada bing. Okay. Since I don't have it where it's going to be, I want to make sure that I have this very tight. Okay, there's that. I'm going to save this ribbon because I'm going to attempt to tie it back up again, or so I want to convince myself right now. I'm going to plug this in over here. And I really do wish that there was some Christmas music playing. Yay! All right, so there's color. There's clear. Wow, color plus clear. Oh my God. For some reason, wow. For some reason, I did not think it would operate this way. I was thinking, this is how crazy I am, that there was going to be multiple strands, and like one strand was going to be color and one strand was going to be clear. How ridiculous is that thought? No, the colored bulbs, the actual color bulbs switched to clear. That's pretty incredible. I really, really, really like the stability of the branches. That's another thing with live trees. Oh my gosh, they're different every year, aren't they? And a lot of times I notice, you know, sometimes the branches are real weak and won't support the amount of ornaments or the weight of the ornaments. And I like to use different garlands and things. So I have like strands of cranberry and popcorn that I string on, faux cranberry and popcorn that I strand on here, and, you know, icicle tinsel things and all sorts of things. So having the stability on the tree is important to me. You can see the pins line up. Woo! Ta-da! Wow. I mean, seriously? See, this is why I should have done this first. Oh my God, it's so dusty. I don't know about you, but I'm not lifting up chairs and dusting under them very often. Definitely in place, as they suggested, would have been the better suggestion, of course. But you know how that goes. In today's video, we're going to show you how easy it is to take this apart so that we can move it. There's one. Okay, super simple to dismantle. Where's the plug? All right. Here I am, crawling around on the floor. That was my knees. So let's do this again. Color. Here's color plus clear, which is a really neat option. And then of course I like the clear, and then we kind of tone the clear down a little bit so that you can see the candles flicker a bit more. That's my favorite look. And then the candles themselves, you can change to color, which isn't my preference. I like the white flickering, but you can change the candles themselves to colors, which looks kind of cool. Kind of retro. It's just neat to have options and to be able to just switch everything up like that with a remote control. But I'm a big fan. I just almost tripped. I'm a big fan of the clear with the clear. It's very traditional. So we got clear there, and then I'm going to put the candles back to clear. So there's warm white. There's cold white, which I don't like. I like the warm white, and I like the warm white when they flicker, so I'll do that. And then I do kind of like the color and clear. And then there's the color, and then there's clear again. My son is making some goofy noises. I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, that's it. I hope that this helps you guys. I really, really, really think it's cool.